Good morning, people. I feel like playing level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. You guys want to know? My mouse is dead as a doornail. Oh, my mouse was off. My mouse wasn't dead, it's just off. My mouse battery is actually pretty low, so I'm going to go ahead and let it charge for a little bit. And just see if I can navigate. I used to be able to navigate really well without the mouse, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, welcome. If you are listening, I am ready to roll. Yeah, it's not 6:30, but whatever. Got my gallon of water, and we're gonna start the sip. Gonna start that sip. My goal is to drink a gallon of water a day, just to make sure that I'm really, truly, totally hydrated. And we're ready to rock and roll. Got some good news to tell you guys. I guess only the tribe members really care about this. But hey, it's another Monday, International Women's Day. I got a little rant planned for that. Got a little rant planned. Let's see. I don't know who I'm going to share this out to, so I'm just looking at the new things. Got the Q&A button. If you want to ask some questions, you can do it in the Q&A button, or you can just list it in the comments. Hello, good morning, and got all excited and forgot my glasses, so I'll be looking like this to read your comments. Hello. So, today is the first day I got access to my lives being recorded. Yay! So, I will be able to put my save my lives and put them up on my YouTube channel. Down onto YouTube, as Q likes to say. Hello, thank you for saying hello, and good morning. So, I'm excited. That's a new feature. I heard about it about a month ago. When I hear about the new features, it takes me like a full month before I get it. So, I guess the influencers got this thing where you could record your lives. I just got it today. So, yeah, I'm going to add my YouTube to the links in my bio. When you go to that page, you'll be able to go down and I'll be able to take you straight over to the YouTube. So I'm adding that. I think it'll have a lot of value because you'll see the other things that I have on my shows and the other guests I've interviewed, especially because I am updating the pages and everything. I'm putting some things on YouTube, but I'm also putting things on my own channel. I have my own Roku channel. And so because for me, YouTube is not a moneymaker, it's just a place where you can find me. It's a directory. It's a place where you can find me. I have no real motivation to grow my YouTube channel over growing my own website and my own Roku channel. That will be much more lucrative to me if I have people watching my Roku channel. So that there's a whole thing going on with that, and I'm excited about it. The Roku channel is actually up. You can look it up. It's rightplacetv.com, Right Place TV channel, and there's two things up there. One of them doesn't work, and the other one says developed by Right Place TV. That is my channel that's up working. It has content. So if you like to listen to people like Les Brown and Willie Jolly, then those are the people that you really want to check out. I have Black CEO from last year up there, so I have some great motivational speakers, some great speakers that'll tell you about business. But I also this week will be adding the Black CEO conference that just happened. So if you weren't able to be there live, no problem. Roku channel, my Roku channel, which has a potential of 100 million homes, you will be seeing it there. So you can watch it there. And yeah, we're just doing all the things to keep it going. So I'm excited and motivated. I had a really slow weekend. I did some stuff Saturday, but not really, and did nothing Sunday. Um, all I did on Sunday is I did meet with a friend who also has her own channel. It's really good to meet with people who have their own channel. Dr. Wright, the other day your videos would only play a few minutes and then they stopped. Are you talking about the videos on here, or are you talking about someplace else? So tell me where you were seeing them, Marco. I don't know, what was I don't know what to tell you about Roku. If it's on Roku, we have zero control over what happens on Roku. So let me know where you were watching the video so I can check into that. I'm in the middle of uploading a lot of stuff to the Roku channel, so if it's being glitchy, that's good information for me to know. So please let me know on that. Again, it's Right Place TV channel. If you have it, please add it. Add it as part of your collection. Give me a rating. Give me something. That's always helpful for me. I'm boosting that. And I have plans for an electronic billboard to talk about the channel. I'm trying to get some great billboard prices on the freeway that's near me, but of course the least expensive channels are, billboards are other places. But whatever, you know what? Whatever. Can I get some traffic? Somebody I know is gonna see it and say, "I saw your billboard." Somebody's gonna say, I saw your billboard." So, yeah, going on. Okay, let's talk about PPP loans. If you want to hear about PPP loans, put a 2 in the comments. PPP loan. If you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. But 2, I got a 2. Okay, so I'm just going to, okay, I got a bunch of 2s. Okay, if you're ready for the PPP loan, put in 2. We can talk about that. Now, if you do not know what the PPP loan is, I'm not going to go back that far, but it's probably nothing you should worry about. For those of you who are interested in the PPP loan, you do have to have been in business before February of last year. So I've talked to a lot of people in the last week. I wasn't in business that long. I didn't file taxes. I don't have an EIN number. I don't, like all of this stuff. So you have to have been in business. You have to have your 2019 taxes filed, because they're going to ask for a copy of your 1040. They're going to ask for a Schedule C. So if you didn't file a Schedule C, or you don't have a 1099, for those of you that are driving Uber and doing all that stuff, a 1099 form, like you have to show these forms as part of your application. As part of your application. So if you didn't file taxes and you didn't add your business, because whatever, somebody told you, you didn't make enough money, so just keep that money under the table, big mistake. You can have a loss and you can still file for the PPP loan. Most people, the first year that they start their business, they have a loss. Matter of fact, you can write off about $5,000 of that startup money that you spent against your business. I work with employed entrepreneurs, so if you have a job and you have this business on the side, you're in the right place. I'm here to really focus on you. Or you have a job and you have a side hustle, because you have limited hours. And so I have a plan and a way for you to make your business successful, even though you have a business and a life and church and kids and, and you to just do self-care. Like, that's important. And that's, a lot of people are coaching you like you have 8 hours a day to do whatever it is you have to do. I don't do that, because I know most people are doing something else first. You're waiting for the business to grow until you can quit your job and then just take over with the business. Let the business take over your bills. Well, guess what? You got to start making payroll for yourself. This sounds really crazy, but even when your business is small, even if you give yourself a $25 a month payroll, that is the beginning of sparking real growth. I saw real growth in my business when I started doing payroll for myself. I put myself on payroll. well, that's going to be more taxes and da-da-da-da. You ain't supposed to be doing your taxes anyway. How many of you are new? Put new in here. Get ready for your questions, because I do lives that are feedback. Like, you talk to me and I talk to you. I don't like it when it's all quiet in here. I want to see your questions. I want to hear what you're thinking. I'm interested in what you have to say. So please be very bold and ask your questions. Also, we're a happy family. So when you come in this morning, you're new? Okay, very good. So when you come in this morning, say hello. Entrepreneurship can be tough. If you're having a great day, it's not about saying hello to me. It's about saying hello to the whole family. You got a lot of sunshine in your heart today. Spread it around, because some people are having a tough time. Okay, so you got enough to share. Please come in and share. Give us an encouraging word. Thank you for being new. 01, I see you. Thank you for tagging somebody. Thank you for sharing this. Okay, so you guys are all new. Okay, so I'm Dr. Letitia Wright. I'm the host of the Right Place television show. I'm America's crowdfunding strategist. And what it is I specialize in is helping people start their business and get the funding that they need. So you're going to see a bunch of videos coming up where I'm going to be talking about something called the powerful pre-sale. The powerful pre-sale is a way for you to generate funds for your business so you can get it going. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to walk some people through that. Thank you for saying hello, beautiful people. Hey, family. Thank you so much for saying hey, family. I appreciate that. Yes, I need glasses, and white letters against this white shirt are not helpful. This t-shirt, let me turn it around so that it's mirrored and you can read it. I'm mirroring right now. Here we go. So this t-shirt wasn't made by a family member. I bought it from a family member. No, she didn't send it to me as a product. I paid cash for it, okay? So I support you, and you guys, all I ask is that you guys support each other. So I teach people how to get their business started, how to get their business funded, and make sure they have enough money to make it, because the main cause of people failing in their business is they run out of money. What about business grants versus PPP? Business grants are great. PPP loan is government money that you can get right now, and you can get the loan forgiven. So it's as good as a grant. The other business grants, you have to do a couple of things. You have to research and find them. You have to apply for them. You have to wait to hear back and see if you get it. So grants are great, but if they're your only source of money, you can be waiting a long time to start your business, because you got to do the research. You got to apply. You got to wait and see. What if you don't get that grant? Oh, well, then now you got to apply for another one. Like, grants are great, but they're extra money. I hear people all the time, I'm looking for a grant to start my business. A lot of times the grants are only for people whose businesses have already started. If you don't have any business going on, you won't qualify for a lot of the business grants. So I don't recommend that you use that as your start point. I recommend that you use grants as an additional point. And when people say, I need a grant for this and that, I have done tons of grant posts. Go back down through the thing and read the grant posts. If the grant has passed, make a note on your calendar for the next calendar year, because usually they will come back up. How to start a business. You want to know how to start a business. How do you get the PPP loan forgiven? There's a form. Once you get the loan, you have about 10 months. You don't have to pay it back. And then you file a forgiveness. There's a forgiveness loan application at sba.gov. You download it, you fill it out, and you give it to the people who gave you the loan. So if you got the loan from PayPal, you turn in the forgiveness request to PayPal. If you got the loan from some other bank, then you fill it out and you download it, fill it out, and give it to some other bank. So the PPP forgiveness is made to be forgivable right now. That's how they made the PPP loan. They made it like a stimulus check for your business. Right now, today and tomorrow's the deadline, they have had 2 weeks where they take small businesses first, and they'll push you aside for the big giant companies that are also applying, so you don't run out of money. So it's very important for my tribe to go ahead and apply today or tomorrow, because tomorrow's the deadline. Now, the actual PPP loan deadline is not until the 31st, but I guarantee you on the 10th is when they open the doors for the larger businesses who have accountants and lawyers and everybody else to help them skip the line. They're going to tell you applying on March 30th, they're going to tell you they ran out of money. because that's what they did last time. If you remember them running out of money, put a 5 in the comments. If you remember them running out of money last year, put a 5 in the comments, because you have to. Thank you for sharing the live video. Let me see who that is. I can see it's up against white letters. BM, I'm going to follow you. You only got 20 friends. Well, I'm your friend already, so cool. All right. Let's see what else you guys have to say. Thank you for joining, Marcus. Okay, so you guys all remember that when they ran out of money. This is what this moratorium time for the small businesses to put their application in. This is what it's for, so that President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris can get you in before everybody else takes up all the money, because they're ready to go. And last time, a lot of companies got called out. They didn't really need the stimulus, but they got it anyway. This time around, ain't nobody calling nobody out. Working full time with a home-based business hustle. Side hustle is licensed by my state. Tips for filing taxes. So very good. You're exactly the kind of person I work with. They have a full-time job, and they have a side hustle, or they have a business. So number one, when you file your taxes, you're going to give your accountant all of the lists of all the expenses and income that came from your side hustle, and file that as a Schedule C. Okay, file that as a Schedule C. One of the things that I tell people is that, number one, if you own your own business, unless you are a tax person, don't do your own taxes. Get you a professional who knows the laws and can get you the most out of it. You guys are making yourself crazy because you are filing your own taxes. The other thing is, well, I don't have enough money to hire a tax person. Do not go to these places that are giving you some kind of weird loan on your own money. You're just kicking yourself in the butt. If you do not have money to hire a good tax person, take your happy butt down to the tax office and ask them to file. They will file your taxes for free. You have to be in person. It's not online. You have to walk your happy behind to the office and say, I need an appointment. I need somebody to do my taxes. They will do them for free. They will do them for free. You want some, what? Is that a Maverick site? I don't know what you're talking about exactly. I don't know what a Maverick site is, so I don't know what that is. So this is what you need to do. So that's my advice for you. If you are working full time, you need to take some time off and get these taxes done. The tax office is only open during the day, so you're going to have to take some time off to do this. It is absolutely worth it, because they know all the tax laws and they're going to do your taxes right. Okay? That's their job. They don't make any more money or less money if you don't get any money back. So they're going to do it the right way. You don't have to worry about an audit, because guess what? They did the taxes. What, they going to audit themselves? No, they're not trying to audit themselves. They're trying to audit these janky people that are over here lending you money on your tax thing when you're going to get your money back anyway. That's who they're auditing. So I want you guys to take responsibility and have a professional do your taxes. Stop getting on the free. Don't go online to the tax-free, whatever the Quicken thing they have, because it's made to pull you into their system to make you pay. So that's why I say you don't go online and do it for free. You go into their office and ask them to do the taxes and file them right there. So I'm not talking about free online electronic taxes. I'm talking about taking your body and a mask into an office with people and saying, hi, tax people that I pay your salary with my taxes with. Hi, IRS, I need you guys to help me with the taxes. What else have you got to say? Okay, so PPP loans, very urgent. Got to do them now. Please put up your questions. Is there an income threshold for the IRS to do taxes? No, not that I know of. So if you're on this call, you don't make enough money to be like, oh, you're so rich, you're not going to do this. The super rich are doing their own taxes and not worrying about it. So get in there. Stop worrying about if you make too much money and take your butt in there. They're not going to tell you that you make too much money. Any other questions? Any other questions? Business, being in your own business is about being assertive and taking the most for yourself and making the most out of it. And if you work and you have a business or a side hustle, that will go against your other taxes, and the refund that you get back will wind up being bigger in a lot of cases. Okay? So get in there and definitely, definitely do that. Dig up your taxes from 2019 so you can apply for the PPP loan. The reason why you need your taxes from 2019 is because they take the amount of tax you're going to qualify for from the numbers in your taxes. So you have to do that. People are like, I didn't file. I don't have this. I don't have that. Then, okay, you can't file. But here's the thing. Do it for this year so you can be ready for whatever they have come down. What if they have another stimulus? What if they have a stimulus for next year? Will Smith says, I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. When you have your paperwork done, you have to get ready for this. You just go dig it up and put it out there. Whoops, I'm sorry, I missed your thing. Okay, so you're still talking about the income taxes. So questions. What are you guys doing in your business? In other words, does your business have a product or a service, and what is it? I want to know what it is. If you're thinking about it, tell me that you're still thinking about it. If you're thinking about it, that's okay. Hang in here. If you have a job and you're thinking about your business, I'm your girl because I'm going to help you figure out how to fit all that in. A lot of these other coaches are telling you to do 10 million things. You have a job for 8 hours a day, plus maybe a commute because you might not be working from home. How are you supposed to get all this in? When you get home, everything's closed. How are you supposed to do all that? I'm on my journey to 64 ounces today. This is my 64-gallon bottle. So I don't have to sit up here and measure cups. When I get to the bottom of this, I've had all the water I'm supposed to have. If I start in the morning, I can drink that much. If I start at 2 in the afternoon, I probably can't drink that much. Good morning. Thank you for saying good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you're just joining, I'm Dr. Letitia Wright, host of the Right Place television show, America's Crowdfunding Strategist. I'm a coach that helps people who have a job, employed entrepreneurs, start their business and fund it in the time they have so they can be successful. Okay? Your time's a little bit different from the college student who quit college and he's laying on his mama's couch all day. Okay? That's a huge glass of water. Yes, this holds 3 glasses of water. And this is my 64-ounce container. So I just got tired of trying to count how many glasses and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, you know what? This just goes with me everywhere. This is my new thing. Plus, it's kind of heavy. And so, my arms are getting some workout. I just got tired of trying to figure out how much water is in this glass. And then I use a different glass. And how many. So now I don't worry about it. I'm just too busy to be thinking about how much is in this glass of water. How much is in that glass. Let me count. Let me get my phone. Let me log in the water. Oh my God. That was just years and years of dealing with that was being tedious. And I said, how about I just carry around? Because this is the thing. I thought back to when I was in school becoming a doctor. I am a physician. For those of you who, I'm not a PhD. I'm a physician. Back in school, I had a neurology teacher, and she used to carry around just a plain plastic water bottle. And she was like, oh, I will not be having kidney disease. And she used to just carry that bottle around, and she would just drink out of it. And she would just open the bottle up and drink out of it. She wouldn't drink out of cups and stuff because, students can be nasty. And she was a black teacher. And so she didn't use cups because she didn't want her cup laying around and somebody doing something to it. She kept that bottle of water in her view. She drank out of it. And she was like, screw you guys. I'm not trying to have kidney problems. I was looking for a notary video you posted. Yeah, it's still up. And there's a lot of other notaries that are doing this that will share with you like the programs that they used to become, signing agents. And I think one person was really recommending one program because she said that it really helped her get work and figure out the business part of making sure that she got a lot of work. So let's see, does it keep you full? I guess it keeps me full. I guess I hadn't really thought about it like that. Because when you're trying to get healthy, but I just think of it more as being hydrated. Like it's really important for me to be hydrated. My skin, I want my skin hydrated. I want my body hydrated. I want my kidneys hydrated. So I don't think it's like, oh, I drink so much water now, I don't want to eat. I don't think I'm like that really, but for some people, I'm sure it does. Because I'm telling you, I've been drinking all this water with you. I'm more hungry now for breakfast than when I started. Like if I have a cup of coffee, I don't feel hungry, but I haven't had anything but this water this morning. So when I get off of here, I'm going to be like, I need some freaking food. So I don't know. It's not really doing that. For me. For you guys, try it out and see if it helps. But sometimes we do confuse thirst for hunger. So if you're one of those people, I just feel like I've been asleep all night. I haven't had anything to drink for like 8 hours and I'm thirsty. Plus, me being on here with you, it makes me accountable, right? If you're just getting in, we're talking about PPP loans. I'm taking your questions. A lot of people are like, I need help with the PPP loan. That's awesome. Go and make a power hour appointment and I can help you apply very quickly. My strategy, boom, here's your money. That doesn't happen. But they do put the money directly into your checkings account. So you don't have a check, you got to go cash. They ask you for your business checkings account because that's where they're going to put the money. Okay? So, you guys should definitely be applying. Who in here has applied already? Give me a 9 if you applied already. I know some of you are at work, some of you are driving, and you can't be doing all this other extra stuff. But give me a 9 if you have already applied. Okay, good. Okay. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that I'm talking to people that are like doing the stuff I tell you to do. I'm not finished yet. Yeah, sometimes they'll ask you for other stuff and you got to go get that. I get it. No problem. Just try to finish up today or tomorrow because after today, they're going to open it up for all the businesses. Okay. So, you were denied though. Okay. No problem. They should give you a letter as to why you were denied. Check the letter. One of my clients got a letter that they were denied because they were a felon and they were not a felon. And we were able to talk to the people and able to put in a corrected application and they got approved. So read the letter. When they say denied, just don't be like, oh, I hate you. Delete. Read the letter as to why you were denied. It could have been that you pushed one wrong button that wasn't correct and that's how you got denied. Let's see. I'm not finished yet. Okay, good. So finish up. After on Wednesday, the floodgates open for all the big businesses. Try applying to PPP as an Uber driver, but asking for, the number. Okay, so all you have to do is go online and put in, NCIS number and look for things like personal service admin, Uber drivers. Let's see if we can Google Uber drivers NCIS. Now that my mouse is charged and working. That's why I always have my computer open when I'm talking to you guys. NCIS. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, laka. Boom shakalaka, laka, boom shakalaka, laka. Boom shakalaka, laka, boom shakalaka, laka. Boom shakalaka, laka, boom shakalaka, laka. Come on, today, computer. Boom shakalaka, laka, boom shakalaka, laka. Come on, today, computer. Boom shakalaka, laka, boom shakalaka, laka. Come on, today, computer. number for Uber drivers. Let's see what comes up. What is the NCIS number? And you might even check with Uber. Okay, I'm sorry. The NAICS number for Uber. You ready? You got a pen? I got the number for you. Tell me when you're ready. I got the number for you. See, you guys ought to be giving me a tip for this. Ain't nobody on here. Ooh, there's a giant possum walking across the fence. My dogs are about to go crazy. My fence must be the line for animal trail because cats, possums, everybody's walking on there. And this guy is huge. I thought he was dead because one of my dogs actually killed a possum. A long time ago, I had this big chocolate lab, and he liked the possums. And he would let the possums lay in his house and eat his food. He didn't care. But now I have a dog that's like, I hate everybody who's not supposed to be in the yard. So I just saw it over there. It's behind that tree that's like yellow, but he's on the fence. So anyway, you guys missed the giant possum. Okay, you ready? Okay, here you go. It's 485310. So you guys need to give me some tips. Nobody on here is telling you this stuff. I see you. 485310. If you were an Uber driver, this is your NAICS number. Okay? And Uber should have gave that to you, but we know that Uber and Lyft can be trash. So that's your number. Okay? If you're a driver for Uber or Lyft, 485310. And I'll make a video on this too. Any other questions, you guys? But you're my peeps, so I'm trying to take care of you guys first. Everybody else who sees the video is just everybody else. When you take time to join me in the morning, I'm trying to take care of you. You're welcome. Go get that loan, okay? Come back and let us know how it went. Give them your 1099 and take the instructions for the 1099 part. I believe that's what Uber gave you, right? A 1099. What about dentistry assistant contractor? Did you get a 1099? Or are you working a job? Dentistry assistant. Yes. Okay, then you can file. Take your 1099, get that application and go for it. 1099 next. Yeah, you need a 1099 to file for this. So gig workers, 1099.99. 1099.99. It's only 1099.99. 1099 workers, you can apply. There is a window where they're specifically taking you guys. The deadline's tomorrow. So get on this. Non-employee 1099, that's fine. Yes, do that. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. The reason why I asked let me know how it goes is because, I want you guys to encourage other people. Hey, I heard Dr. Wright. I did this. I got this. That encourages other people. When Beyonce was giving away money, one of our tribe members won $10,000. She came back and told me. Okay? I taught one of our tribe members when I first got on TikTok last summer. I just taught her for free how to do the powerful pre-sale. Girlfriend is so good. Her channel is good. Her videos are good. She is just excellent. She took what I taught her on the phone and raised $5,000 and kept it pushing. That's $5,000 she needed for her money. She's a beautiful brand. So I love it when you guys give me feedback that it works because it's encouraging for other people. I know my stuff works. I know that that's the right thing to do. I don't need you to tell me. I need you to say it for other people so they can see you as an example and go, okay, you know what? That person's just like me. They're doing it. You encourage other people when you do successful stuff. You encourage other people. You know that video that's going around that you inspire people that pretend like they ain't even watching you? That's absolutely true because this is where they're watching you. They come back to the lives. They're waiting. People are waiting to come back to this live to hear somebody say, I did what Dr. Wright said and I got my PPP loan. Because they need to know. Listen, there's so much BS out there. Some people are like really scared and they need to know, oh, this is really good information. I'm not just putting on a show. What about hairstylist? My cousin does hair. If she's a business owner and she filed her taxes, then yes. If she just taking money under the counter because she does hair, then probably not. Self-employed landscaping, they offering to update my previous application. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, get that update and get that money. Get that money. Get that money. Yes. And see, there will be a phase 2, you guys. So getting in there, you know the person that gave you the first loan is going to be like, hey, we got a phase 2. They're going to be letting you know. You're not going to be out in the dark. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know what I mean? You got to get in the loop. But you got to stay ready. So, okay, if you weren't ready last year, file your taxes so you'll be ready this year. Now, there's some new tax changes coming down. The student loans are going to be forgivable. So everything is not in place because they just agreed to that. So you might want to wait a little bit if you have student loans that you want to get forgiven. What is the hairstylist code? Okay, I don't know. Go to just Google it. NAICS for hairstyling. Change the bank account info. Okay, so maybe you got a new bank account. I don't know what change the bank account info is because I don't remember what you were saying before. Let me see. Offering me to update it, change the bank account info. You know what I would do is if they were a bank and they wanted me to update my bank account info, I would open an account with them as a bank. Like if Blue Vine sent me a thing and saying, hey, we want to update. See, my dog's a biker and they see the possum. So if you hear my dogs, that's what that's about. I have 3 dogs now. I had 2. A friend of mine moved out of the country and found out she could not take her 2 dogs and a cat, so she had to rehome them. So I took one. The other dog went to one of her friends in Puerto Rico. Along, run around, fight, wrestle. They're wrestling. They're not fighting, but they're playing. She's an older dog and she has a little bit of arthritis, so she doesn't like to be bumped and jostled. So sometimes when he gets close to her and he bumps into her or something, if they're in close quarters, then she will kind of snarl at Jack. But they're getting along better. They're getting along better. He comes from a family. Her family has 4 kids. We don't have that many hands here, so it takes me a minute to spread the love around to 3 dogs. That's the challenge with having more than 1 dog. I don't know how people give each pet enough attention because he's used to a lot of attention. So I do try to make sure he gets attention every day. But he's getting in shape. He was super fat when we got him, so he's losing weight, getting in shape. Running around, getting exercise. So, yeah. That's what's happening. So yeah, I have a lot of dog noise in the background. It's really tough for me to get it quiet so I can do interviews. So I got to kind of figure out what I'm going to do about that, because dog noise on your show. Yeah, the student loans. Yeah, so if you haven't filed already today, as of today, wait a little bit for the student loan thing to come down if you have student loans. If you filed already and you have student loans, you can amend your tax filing. I think you get $10,000 forgiven. So, yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Good morning. I'm squinting because I forgot my glasses upstairs. And I'm downstairs. Lots of stuff going on. I mean, it's just been a really, things just change from day to day. So just stay ready so you don't have to get ready, Starting that business. I know most of you guys work. So what you have to do is you have to give yourself a half an hour a day where you can just catch up on what's happening. Catch up on what's happening in your field. Catch up what's happening in the news as it pertains to your business. I'm not telling you to watch all the news because you want to hear about who got killed and who got stabbed. And, personally, I can't watch another black man got killed for nothing police news video. Like, I just need a break. I just don't want to see that anymore. That's for my mental health. I don't want the heartbreak that is going with that. But what I do is, because I do a lot of work in financial stuff with clients, I do get up in the morning and I read what's new. What's going on with Bitcoin? What are the NFTs? Like, I read that stuff every day, and you need to read that stuff. If you have an Etsy shop, you need to be reading about what's new in Etsy. If you have a Shopify shop, what's new in Shopify? What else are you guys doing? You guys need to keep up on the news. Where should I get my degree paid for without loans? That's not what we're talking about here. I don't know where you get a degree paid for without loans. That's not my specialty. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be smart, but it's not what we're talking about. We're talking about business and about funding a business. So that's my question. I take questions, but this is also not Stump the Monkey. Like, where is this? Where is that? Like, if you can Google it, you don't need me to answer that question. Okay? If you can Google it, I just told you how to find the NICS. So now that I gave one to you and I told you how to find it, I expect you to say, oh, this is how you do it, and go do it. Not sit there and go, well, what's the code for this? What's the code for that? I'm not Stump the Monkey. I'm here to educate you guys and push you towards your own excellence and your own independence, because you got to know how to take care of you. I'm not going to be there every day. Lord knows, some of you ain't even going to hire me to be your coach. So you guys got to learn how to take what I'm giving you and use it for your business. I'm giving it to you to use for your business, not for you to be dependent upon me for all your information. So ask me some questions about your business, about balancing work and trying to start a business. That is what I'm here for. Hi, I've missed you. Oh, hey, thank you for coming back. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, sorry. I heard you say something about student loans when I came into the room. Yes, I was talking about those of you who have student loans. There is student loan forgiveness in the new stimulus bill. And we were talking about taxes and PPP loan. And so I just went to make sure that you get that information about the forgiveness, the $10,000 forgiveness, and add that into your taxes or amend your taxes, right, for that. That still didn't have anything with the question you asked me. So yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's what I talk about. I'm here to talk about business. Here to talk about how to balance all of that and get that together. But you have to have 30 minutes in your day. For a lot of you, that means on your lunch hour, instead of just gabbing and talking, you got to spend that 30 minutes doing some research and getting some good, credible news sources on your business. There are all kinds of free virtual conferences that include your business. There's all kinds of Shopify conferences. Go online, find one, go to Eventbrite, find one, and make sure you show up. Make sure you keep up. Make sure you keep up. Lots of talk about time management. It's a huge problem for me. Okay, so I get that. I work with employed entrepreneurs. I work with people who have a job, but they are starting their own business. The challenge is that a lot of people are coaching you like you have 8 hours a day to do everything. I don't coach like that. I offer coaching and consulting because my company will do some of the things for you that you can't do. If you work a regular 9 to 5, by the time you get home, some of the things you need to do are closed because they're open at the same time you're open. And so when I work with my clients, I help them get that stuff done. Okay? They're working at 2 p.m. They can't call such and such and find out what's going on. By the time they get home at 6 or 7, that place is closed. And so that's one of the things I do to help. So one of the things, time management, I do want you to commit to you taking 30 minutes out of your day. And what you do is you plan it into your day. Maybe you listen to it on your commute to work. or your commute home. Because if you did listen to it on your commute home, it's still before you're actually working in your business, and you'll get all of what happened today. If you listen to it in the morning, you get what happened yesterday, not today. So schedule 30 minutes out of your day when you can listen to news about your business or read a blog about your business, like somebody who's doing the business successfully, so you can keep up with what's going on, okay? If you're into blockchain and you know about Bitcoin, but you don't know what NFTs are, there's a problem. You're behind. NFTs are going super hot now. They're really weird, but they're part of blockchain. They're not part of Bitcoin. And so you need to understand blockchain, not just Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, that's one thing, like saying, well, I know what Hertz is, but I've never heard of any of the other car rental places. Well, then you're at the mercy of Hertz. You could do good with Hertz, but what if there's other people? What about Turo, where you can rent out your own car? Some of you guys have nice cars and you're not going anywhere anymore because you're commuting from home. And your bosses found out it's cheaper and you're more effective at home, and you got into your little niche because you got a little place to work, you got the kids calmed down, you got the dog calmed down, you got it all together now, and now you just like bam, bam, bam. Well, your nice car is sitting out there. You could sign your car up for Turo, and Turo has $1 million worth of insurance on your car, and rent your car out. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So time management is super important. And so the first step in your time management is, how am I getting the news for my business? Schedule it. Schedule it in the morning. Schedule it at lunch. Schedule it on your commute home. Or schedule it during your work time when you can really focus. Maybe at home at night, after you've done everything that you got to do and you sit down and work on your business, the first 30 minutes is you getting news about your business, about your niche. And what will happen is that you will be ready to get some work done after you listen for 30 minutes. You don't have to read it if you don't want to. You can get it on Google. Google, give me NPR News today. Hey Google, give me NPR News today. I think you have to say, hey Google. Are you up? Hey Google, turn it up. It's up. Hey Google, play NPR News today.
Here's the latest news.
NPR News now at 7 a.m. today.
Jury selection is set to begin in the trial of the former officer charged in George Floyd's killing. And Prince Harry and Meghan discussed their exit from the British royal family in a new interview. Good morning, I'm Cora McCollum from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Today is International Women's Day. President Biden will sign 2 executive orders geared toward promoting gender equity both in the United States and around the world.
Okay, Google, stop. So, okay, NPR General News, I don't really need. But my podcast is on there, so I can go, hey Google, play the Get Crowdfunded Now podcast.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Come
There are
on.
other things you can try.
Hey Google, play the Get Crowdfunded Now podcast. Don't know how to help with that.
Okay, here's where you stopped in Get Crowdfunded Now. Number 92, What Investors Look For, playing on Google Podcasts.
So it plays it. So it's on Google Play so that Google can play it. It's on iTunes so Alexa can play it. So a lot of you guys have Alexa on your TV. I found out Alexa's on my bedroom TV the other day, like accidentally. I hang out with Facebook groups in my niche to get updates and word on the street. Very good. Spend 30 minutes though. Don't get in there and be in there for like 3 hours chatting up people. Like, get your info and get your butt out of there. Good morning. Good morning. So if you want to know about crowdfunding and how to raise money for your business, the Get Crowdfunded Podcast, you can listen to it. And what it does is it starts from the newest one and then goes back to the first one. It goes backwards. I hope your Google Podcast is playing it. been a little bit, but I'm back, and this is what I'm going to
Good
focus
morning.
on with the Get Crowdfunded Now podcast for the next couple of months at least. We're going to try it out, see how you like it.
Good morning.
Feedback and go from there. But I'd like to talk about, today I'm going to talk about how to get ready for an investor, like what they're thinking about and what you need to be thinking about, because you need to be thinking about the same things that investors are thinking about if you want to get their money. And in the future shows, I'm going to be talking about funding stories that tell you about how people got funded. You hear somebody got funded or somebody got $1 million, but you don't hear the details of exactly what happened, who did what. And so I'd like to do a little bit more on that so people can really understand that prepping for funding is not just getting a business bank account and saying, yeah, I'm ready for some money, I want the extra money, I'm ready for that. There's a whole lot more to this. There's a whole lot more thought you need to give to it. There's an actual prep, not just like, yeah, I'm ready for
Okay.
$1 million.
Okay, Google, stop. So spend some time getting your info. Thank you for sharing this live for me. I am following you, Slick Rick. I think it is. Okay, I'm following you now. We're friends, Slick Rick. Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate you. So this is the kind of things that you have to do. And this is the kind of things that I hold my clients responsible for. You know, when my client started a magazine, it's very successful. Number one, we made a plan for her. So her very first magazine made her money, number one. Didn't say, well, you got to grow and make some money. No, honey, the first magazine needs to make money. If you make a plan right, the first magazine will make you some money. So, it made money with the first issue. The second issue is making money. She's on a roll. But what I also told her to do is now you are a magazine publisher. You need to get into some groups and network with other magazine publishers. I had coffee yesterday. I got dressed in real clothes and left the house. And I networked with a friend of mine who also has her own channel. And we talked about some other things. I said, okay, I'm getting ready to expand to Apple TV. And she was giving me the scoop on what it's like to work with Apple TV. Because she's in the same business that I'm in. Are we competitors? Maybe kind of, sort of, but not really. And we're old friends. So we had coffee and it got dark. Because the restaurant we wanted to go to was like, you got an hour wait. And I was like, yeah, no. So we went over to Panera that had nobody in it. And I got coffee and a cookie. She got soup and I forgot whatever she got to drink. I was waiting so long. I was like, are you guys picking the beans or what? But I waited so long for my little coffee. And I found somebody's wallet sitting on the chair. So I gave that to the manager. So we talked. We had a good talk. We walked around the mall a little bit. And then we went to our cars. And it was dark. And right next to my car, when I was walking up to my car, she goes, is that car next to your car bouncing? Like, what is going on? But when I looked at it, it wasn't bouncing, right? So I was like, I don't know. So we talk and hug and all this kind of stuff and, mask, but she's still my friend, elbow, bye. So I'm taking a minute, I'm getting into my car and I look over at the car next to me and oh my God, these people were totally having sex in the car. So, this guy had his shirt off, her legs were in the air. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you're not at a freaking drive-thru. Like, what? You're parked right next to two cars. Like, eventually the two people on the side of you gonna come get in their car. They were going at it. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, okay, none of my business. None of my business. None of my business. And I got in my car and I drove away. So that was my day yesterday. But I network with people. The point of that crazy story is I network with people. It's kind of funny. This is you're going to be surprised. I don't know why I'm always seeing naked people places, okay? Literally, a friend of mine came to speak at, on my show, and I drove her back to the airport so she could fly home in the Burbank airport. And we're driving through the parking lot, and we're just chatting and driving through the parking lot. And I swear to God, this totally naked Chinese guy standing by his car with his trunk open and all his bags in there. Naked from head to toe. She was with me, so she saw. I said, do you see that naked Chinese guy or am I tripping? And she was like,
Yes, I see a naked Chinese guy. So I don't know why when I'm out in public, I see naked people. I don't know what that is, but I have seen naked people like a lot of times. And they're not like coming at me. They're just doing whatever they're doing, and I see them. So I'm not looking for naked people, but if you hang with me, you're going to eventually see naked people. Just telling you. Back to you guys in your business. So you got to network with people and get the tea. You got a Facebook group? Good. Do 30 minutes a day in there and get the tea. Now, when you get to the point where you are no longer getting any tea from that Facebook group, you need to find another group. See, sometimes you guys outgrow what you're doing, but you keep doing it. That's Jack. He barks a lot more than everybody else, but he's new here, so whatever. So when you've outgrown that news source, or that news source is just telling you basic stuff and you're ready for the next level, you got to find another level. So you're constantly going to be upgrading that. So what's going to be your news source? What's going to be your news source? Put your news source in there. Put your news source in there. I know one lady has a Facebook group. What are you doing to make sure that you're up on it? Because I read about crowdfunding and fundraising every day. I'm fascinated. I never get tired of it. Never get tired of it. And we're going to be talking about the powerful pre-sale. I'm going to work with 5 people so they can do a powerful pre-sale in their business, meaning they can get $5,000 in the next 60 days, and we just make it happen. And I'm going to show you the technique and walk you through it. No, it's not going to be free. You are going to have to invest. So if you're like, it's not free, I can't do it, I understand. But it is for people who are ready to invest in their business. They're ready to get to that next level. For a lot of you guys, you need a lot more money than that, and that's fine. But some of you guys, $5,000 would be really nice to just move you forward a little bit. I read national, international news, industry blogs. Very good. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. What else are you guys doing? So you can find blogs on what you're doing. You can find a Facebook group to keep you up and give you the tea every day. What else are you guys doing to keep up information in your niche? In your niche. The reason why I keep up with Bitcoin and blockchain is because blockchain and crowdfunding have crossed over. There's a way to not just get money via Bitcoin, but there's a way to use blockchain and crowdfunding that's very lucrative. So I want to know what you guys are doing. For those of you who just joined, I'm Dr. Letitia Wright. We're talking about business. And we're talking to people who have a job and they are starting a business, or they have a job and they have a side hustle. You want to take your side hustle seriously, even if your friends and family do not. I pop in the Clubhouse sometimes. Lots of clutter, though. Yeah, here's the thing about Clubhouse. And I pop into Clubhouse, too. Clubhouse, I'll be honest, ain't my favorite because I hear a whole lot of people talking a whole lot of trash that just like, it's not true. You know, you're not going to tell me you're on Clubhouse and you're a billionaire. Like, there are no billionaires hanging out on Clubhouse, okay? Every day having a Clubhouse, you know. You might be able to go in there and do it, but I'll tell you what my wealthy friends are doing. They are either letting somebody facilitate their Clubhouse thing and they pop in and out, or they are playing recordings. And one friend of mine, you can go on Clubhouse, you go into his room, you're hearing a recording. Don't know exactly how he's doing that. I'll let you know. But he has somebody on Clubhouse log in and just play. I'm sure it's automated. He's a tech genius, so I'm sure it's pretty much automated. Millionaires and billionaires, that just, you know, there's no money guaranteed on Clubhouse. And so you're having some conversations with some people, but you're not having deep conversations with millionaires. And if they are on there, they're not telling you anything but, you know, take care of yourself, get some sleep. They're not giving you any deep tea. Let's see. Do you recommend hiring an agent to establish my LLC and the benefits? If you're out of state, like if you're in California where LLCs are super expensive and you want to establish one in Arizona or Nevada, you're going to have a state agent who kind of facilitates that.
if you don't know how to do the articles, hire somebody to do them. That's better than you just messing them up. Okay? And there are some companies that they will go in and do the articles for you and file everything and do everything that you want. Okay? And what you do is that you create an address in that state and just have your mail forwarded to you from that address. So I recommend it because most people haven't studied, you don't have a notebook, you don't have all the information you need, and you want to go ahead and get started. I want to start now. Where do I begin after I pick my goal? So if you want to start your own business, I guess you picked your goal, but figure out how you want to serve people and what problem you're solving. What problem are you solving? Before you file an LLC, what is your business? What are you really doing? The problem I solve is I help people get their funding, and I help people run their business so that they make money. That's the problem I solve. A lot of you guys are running businesses and you're not making money. You don't have any profit in there. Yeah, you got some great write-offs, but it's time for money. We're in a recession. If you look at the employment numbers, we are in a recession. You need to make money, not just spend time. So you can, I listen to her. She's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, contact me in the bio. I have a power hour where the difference between the power hour and the free 30-minute TikTok call is you can ask me a quick question. If it's not super in-depth, I'll answer your question and boom, 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 we're done. The power hour is a recorded call. It is us going deep dive and solving the issue that's in your way right now. That's what the power hour is for, to release you and get you moving on to the next step. So if you have an issue, book a power hour so we can solve it. If you just want to chat, book a 30 minutes. Am I going to teach you everything how to start a business in 30 minutes? No, I'm not. But I can still help you in the 30 minutes. Okay? Thank you so much for the little kissy heart face. So that's the difference between power hour and a free TikTok call. The free TikTok calls, they're limited. So last time I looked, I was booked up until March 25th. Let me look and see what's the first free call available date for you guys. If you're not getting those, and you get one. I have some people that you keep signing up for the free calls. It's not free coaching forever. It's for us to chat, introduce each other, get to know each other. I like to get to know everybody in the tribe and help. I'm thinking about opening up some Saturday hours because a lot of people have a challenge with the weekday hours. So I don't know if you want to tell me if Saturday hours would help you make an appointment, then let me know. All this talking dries out your mouth. I don't know about y'all, but listen, I did my first pop-up shop and made money. Yay! I like that. I gotta Snapchat that. There we go. So, do you recommend investing in crowd investing as an individual or LLC? I don't know that it makes that much of a difference. If your LLC's business is investing, then I can see you have the LLC investing. But when it comes to taxes, it's not going to be that much more advantageous. So instead of doing all of that, just invest as yourself. But, it just depends on, I'd have to know a lot more about your personal business and why you would be doing that. So it just depends. It just depends. There's benefits on both sides. I don't know anything about your business, so I can't really recommend what's better for you. But, okay, so there's no appointments this week. There's no appointments next week. There's no appointments the week of the 22nd. The first appointment that you can get for a free TikTok appointment is Monday the 29th. So you need to go ahead and book that now, because that's how far ahead people are booking, okay? That's how far ahead people are booking. What it is it's a phone call. You know, we just talk on the phone and chat. It's not a Zoom call. I'm not getting all deep like that. It's not that. It's just a phone call. Ask me a quick question, and I'll give you some advice in moving forward. Simple, easy peasy. Go to my bio, my profile. Go to my profile, click the link in my profile. It'll take you straight to where you can apply for an appointment. If it is something in there, I ask you what you want to talk about. If it's something that I don't talk about, I'm going to send you an email and cancel. For example, one person called and said, I want to talk about growing my Instagram. I am not an Instagram expert. I know how to grow on TikTok. I don't know how to grow on Instagram. I will just tell you straight up. And I don't invest in that because Instagram, for me, I'm not saying for you, I'm saying for me, does not make me any money. I've been working on it for years. It's never generated anything. I couldn't care less about Instagram. The only reason why Instagram is growing is because you, my family here, is going on Instagram and following me, because everybody goes, follow me on Instagram. I don't need you to follow me on Instagram. I need you to connect with me. I'm not going to connect with you here and then go watch my YouTube channel. No, I am connecting with you. I'm inviting to get to know you here, not sending you off someplace else. Okay? So, the first appointment available for the free TikTok appointments is Monday the 29th. You need that appointment? Get it. There's one on Monday the 29th. There's two on Tuesday the 30th, and there's two on Wednesday. You are freaking amazing. Your delivery, your content is so digestible and filling. I love this. Awesome. Then hang with me every day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a clip of that too. So, you know, I'm trying to make it so that you can use it. I understand everybody's not going to become a client. I only want to work with specific people. So, you know, I don't offer everybody an opportunity to work with me because I'm doing my own thing. I'm making money. I'm not just a coach. I do other things. And so I want to work with people who are ready, who they have a budget for it, who they are ready to invest in themselves and move forward. Some of you guys are still looking for all the free stuff you can get, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that, but when you're ready for some serious attention, if I can help you here for free like that, imagine what it's going to be when we do our one-on-ones. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm good at what I do. I don't do everything, and I don't coach you on everything. But if you've been in business and you're not making money, we need to talk. We need to talk. And no, not about your mindset and go meditate and everything. I'm assuming that you're getting your mindset together. I'm assuming that you're taking care of your personal health. I'm assuming that. So if all they can tell you is get your mind together and pray and meditate, that's not business coaching. That's just life coaching. But if you're doing all of that, and nobody's telling you how to make money, because nobody ever told you how to make money. A lot of guys have coaches that have never told you how to make money. They told you how to set up a funnel. They told you how to meditate and pray in the morning. They told you how to use their system, but it didn't make you any money. I've been there. I know exactly what it is. Program after program after program. I signed up for a program once, and it was in San Francisco. I live in Southern California. I had to pay to fly up there. She had it at the Hyatt Hotel. So, you know, the Hyatt rooms were, you know, $1 million a night. And got up there, implemented her system, and it actually brought me less leads. Like, my leads dried up. So I went back to my old system and started getting leads again. Did I call her and say her crap don't work? Nope, because it works for somebody. Did I call her and say I want my money back? Nope, because it was a great learning experience. Did I tell everybody in the world she sucks balls? No, I didn't tell you her name.
I'm just saying, for me, it didn't work. Okay, doesn't mean that the system is terrible. It just means it's not working. So let's talk about how you can make it work and how you can make some money. Let's talk about that. How can you make some money? What's going on in your business and how can you make some money? One of the ways you can make some money is a pre-sale, a powerful pre-sale. And not only does the powerful pre-sale help you make money, it will help you figure out if what you're offering is a bad offer. You know how people say, I make offers that nobody can refuse. Okay, that's great. But there's a whole lot of people selling the same stuff you're selling. It's not because the market is saturated. It's because something in you is not connecting with the people that you're trying to sell to. And we need to talk about that and we need to figure that out. Not just tell you, oh, you need another funnel. The funnels you have can work if the right approach is there. See, the funnel can bring in a bunch of people, but if all your people are over here, here's the funnel, while all your people are over here, it ain't bringing in nobody. You got to get that funnel under the people so that you actually get something. And that's on you. That's on you. So I'm not coaching you in a particular system. I'm looking at your business. I've been to business school. I've been to international business school. I went to business school in Malaysia. And I'm looking at how do you constantly refine and constantly refine and constantly refine. I've been doing my homework and I'm chocolate. I'm sorry. And I'm chocolate. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I sure didn't read that and say, see chocolate. I totally read that and saw chocolate. I'm sorry. Let me start over. I've been doing my business and I'm coachable. She's coachable. She's not chocolate. And I'm ready. All right. I plan to help folks avoid foreclosure. Okay. So here's one of the things you have to do. You got to make sure that the people can afford what you're doing. So I'm not saying they can't afford it, but I'm just saying think about it. They're in foreclosure. How much are you going to charge them to help them avoid foreclosure? And is it going to be a tough sell because they're going to already have money problems? That would be my only concern. So I'd have to go more in depth about who are these people. In other words, let's do a perfect client on exactly who you're talking to, because if somebody's in foreclosure, depending upon your offer, depending upon what your offer is. Now, if you're offering to go in there and take their house subject to, where they don't have to put up any money, they can avoid foreclosure. But if you're offering some sort of pay me and I'm going to file this paperwork, they already don't have coins. So you got to think about that. So think about who you're doing. But I don't know what your solution is. So I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm just saying I need to know what your solution is. And you don't have to share it here. Don't share it here. We could talk one-on-one because you don't want to give out your secret sauce. You don't have to share it here. But when we talk one-on-one, that's one of the things I would ask you. Okay, so what's your solution? Because if you're asking for somebody who's in foreclosure for money, it's going to be tough. Okay, there's a lot of people that are like, I want to get the homeless people off the street. Well, who's going to pay for that? You got to know that ahead of time. Not the homeless people, because if they have money, they would not be homeless. Listen, there are people who are working jobs and who are still living in their car, and they have a full-time job. So you have to be very clear, deeply clear on who your target market is. And that's one of the things I work with my clients. You have to be deeply, deeply clear and not smoking hopium. You know, you guys got to stop smoking hopium and say, you know, women, that's smoking hopium. Women 25 to 50, that's smoking hopium. You say, my product is for a 16-year-old girl or a 35-year-old woman or a 56-year-old woman. Like, all of those women have different problems. So stop smoking hopium, get real serious, and get real. So we can talk about it one-on-one. You don't have to put your secret sauce out here. We can talk about it in a one-on-one and just go into deeper depth on that. You guys got to have a tight niche. I work with employed entrepreneurs. So I'm not going to ask you to
be in my coaching program if you tell me you're unemployed or you're not working or you're just a stay-at-home mom. You have to, and believe me, I know stay-at-home moms work. I've been a stay-at-home mom. But I'm talking about outside employment. My clients are people who have outside employment and they're trying to fit all of this in and make a business that works. They are not 25 and they can't just quit and lay on the couch and focus on their business. They don't have a savings or they don't want to go into their 401k or whatever. They want to do something different. Yes. That's who I work with. So when I ask you about yourself, if I like what you're doing and you tell me I ain't working, blah, 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 guess what? Not going to ask you to be into the program because the program costs money and you got to be ready. This is what all the free is for. For those of you who can't afford it, don't want to afford it, can't be bothered, you can come here and you can get all the free coaching you want because I'm always going to bring it. I'm never bringing you any fluff. I'm never telling you a little bit and then don't tell you. No, I'm giving you the real. I'm giving you the real. I'm not downing anybody's coaching or the way they coach. Everybody needs to do them. I got to do me. I'm just more of a teacher than just a hype girl. I wish I could tell Jack to shut up, but there's cats, there's possum walking around. There's two cats, one cat that way, one cat that way. And once in a while they walk in front of my yard. And so the dogs are behind the fence telling them, get out of my yard. And that's what you see. So they're having their outside time now. They're not in the house while it's a lot. It's a big crowd. Three dogs sitting at your feet, jostling for position while you're trying to do a live. That's just too much work. Any questions? All right, so go out of here, go to my profile, click the link, and go ahead and make that appointment. The first one is on the 29th. And people do forget. They're so far ahead, people do forget that they had an appointment with me. That happens, but c'est la vie. They're lost. I just call and say, hey, it's Dr. Wright. I called. Sorry you missed it. And what I do with that time, what do I do when somebody doesn't have the call? Guess what? I have a half an hour to myself. I have a lot of work to do, and I get to spend that half an hour working. Or maybe I don't feel, super charged up. I can take that half hour and go, lay down or do whatever. I definitely use the half hour if you don't come. So there's no loss. There's no, oh my God, I'm being you didn't do that. It's on you. The information's here. I'm happy to help. But, some people are like, you can reschedule your call. You have a link to actually reschedule it if you can't make it. So there's really no excuse for just not showing up. You can just reschedule it. But, I make a little note on your file, the person did not show up. That's my whole process. Person didn't show up. So when they come through the system again, I already know, okay, this person didn't show up. So are they going to get priority? Probably not. Leave those kids alone and let them play that bark, babies, bark. Yeah, I'm just letting Jack do Jack, It doesn't bother me. Other people in the house are like, oh, this doesn't drive me crazy. It doesn't bother me. Because you know what I do know? Ain't nobody trying to come up in this house. So, I just don't want you guys to think I have a whole, I don't know, people think a lot of things are going on.
That possum, sometimes the possums have babies all hanging on their back. They're still walking across that fence. Possums walk across that fence. Cats, lots of lizards. I have a lot of lizards. Some of them move to the front. Like in the spring, they'll move to the front because I don't know if Jack wants to catch lizards, but Baxter catches lizards. And I can tell he has a lizard because he looks like he's chewing gum. He's like, and I'm like, okay, what are you eating? So, so I notice in the spring, like I'll see a lot more lizards in the front yard foliage than I do in the backyard because they're like, okay, we're tired of Baxter coming through here like this, killing off our population. So there is roadside rental retail has flourished. Chipotle links executive compensation with ESG goals. Don't know what ESG goals are. Lean into employee communications. Webinars to address malware and age verification. And NCS has a new True Age program. Hershey highlights She. The company iconic chocolate bar highlights the She to like Hershey, get it? She to Women's History Month. Last Mile Startup partners with Albertsons. So Turtis electric car delivery that can hold up to 120 pounds of groceries in 4 lookable containers. So that they are partnering with Albertsons. That's what's going on. Everybody's talking about where you can get the coronavirus. Let's see. I'm going oops. Thank you. Got a lot of tech in my head. In my next class, I'll be in touch. Very good. I got doing my press on nails, getting customers that want to apply them. Very good. Very good. They see you, they see what's going on, and they like it, and that's a great way to do it. This is a great way to demo. It's hard to demo coaching if you're not doing live. So, this is a great way to demo what you're doing. And retail gas is up. Yes, ma'am. I got to go teach my next class. I'll be in touch. Very good. I'll see you soon. Sometimes I just go over the news, and then if I have time to read it, I'll read it. They have a factoid. 5 categories dominated 80% of the dollar sales. There's a cool new cashless payment system that's out, and they give you a quote. Children will not remember you for the material things you provided, but the feeling that you cherished them. The feeling that you cherished them. So, yep. All right, well, I guess we're done for today. If you guys have any more questions, let me know before I sign off. After that, I will be just doing kind of a work with me kind of thing. If you just are, you work by yourself and you'd like to have a little ambiance noise with somebody else, then boom, we're going to do that. Going through my mail. Do you need your LLC to apply for the grant? Many times your business does have to be up and running before you can apply for the grant, but one of the things is that you do have to have an up and running business. So yeah, most grants. Do you need your LLC to apply for that grant? I'm sorry, a tad late to the live. The 9 PPP loan. Yes, you do have to. You don't have to have an LLC, but you have to have a business. So you're going to turn in your 1099 or your 1040 with your Schedule C. It doesn't have to be LLC, but it has to be some kind of business. So it could be your side hustle. Women of Color Foundation launched last week. They have collaborative membership program. It's based on I'll click that because I want to learn more about that foundation. Maybe I want to be part of it. Maybe I don't. All right, you guys, well, take care. I'm going to dip, get ready for the calls for today. Make your appointment. Remember, ignoring yourself is neither safe nor right. Let's fly. See you soon.